Size matters not.
On this episode of Why I Still Don't Have a Girlfriend, we're talking about Pokemon cards again.
No one cares why you don't have a girlfriend. That's good. What are we talking about?
We're talking about some of the best investments you can make today as a collector and investor. Some of these are just like clear wins, researched bets. Others are hot takes. So stick around.
Yeah, ChatGPT versus gut instinct is what we're going to be discussing today.
Where we're at.
Which one is better?
Which one's better?
So I'll get it going. Mm-hmm. My number one pickup that personally I've been picking up tons of has been the Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection, the SPC.
That goes off. But you've been collecting that for a while.
Yeah, since it was down at $200. I've been buying them up like whenever I see one for a reasonable price. I even bought them off GameStop. GameStop was selling them at $189 for pro members, and I picked up 4 of them, and no regrets because it's already back at $250.
But here's the thing. It's not that much of a bet to buy sealed. It's always going to go up. I mean, like, name one sealed that's gone down.
Really high up there stuff, like some of the crazy high booster boxes, those go down. But yeah, modern, you just buy sealed. Not really gonna go down at all.
It's just a matter of which one's going to be the best one in the short term to flip around.
But the reasoning behind the Prismatic SPC is we've seen what the super premium collections and the ultra premium collections have been doing. 151 is a prime example. It's going for maybe 600 right now. That Charizard box, that Charizard UPC,
which is crazy because it's got the Oricorio, and I don't think that's
what the Charizard UPC.
Yeah, I thought that was Oricorio.
I think it has.
Is that the Elite Trainer box? I have no idea. I'm new to this.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think it's also got Evolving Skies packs in there and stuff. Yeah. So that's why that one. It's got a bunch of what was Evolving Skies? Sword and Shield. I want to say it was Sword and Shield, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Who knows?
That's why the SPC is like they maxed out at about 350, and right now they're sitting at 250. So if you buy up a bunch, you could. I mean, you got another 30% to see that peak, and I think that it's going to keep going past that peak.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Then you have a box of cards that you want to open. I think
no.
Put
it in a box.
Yeah, and then you
put it in a box.
Yeah, and then you don't get to look at
away.
it. I want to look at things. That's why the singles market is where I'm going to focus today. And I'm going to start out with Terrestrial Festival Vaporeon SIR, the Japanese one.
This is the ChatGPT research.
No, it's okay, but I agree with it. Because here's what I like about it. It's $100, right? It's nice, stable,
affordable.
Like it fell from like 150 down to 100 like immediately in January, as all Japanese cards do. I know that.
He knows. He's done.
But it's stable, and like the volume is high, yes. But eventually, we're going to run out of Terrestrial Festival. The hit rates are low.
Are you telling me it's been stable for a year?
It's been stable for a year.
It hasn't moved for 1 year.
It has not moved for a year, which is crazy. It's crazy.
That's boring.
I know it's boring, but here's the thing.
It doesn't seem like there's any risk that you're taking, and I think the big gains come from
We're not talking.
risk.
I'm not talking. We actually collectors and investors. This is a collector's card. Okay, this is a collector's card.
Then why did you ChatGPT what are the best investments, and this is what it put out?
I said collectors and investors. I was interested in both because. We need
the chat
both.
Right here.
Oh my God.
Paste the chat right there.
He is he's number one hater of the year. I swear, I'm livid with him right now. He's not understanding. This is a card for people that are risk adverse. That's all. There's no swings in it. The actual price of the card, a lot of the price of the PSA 10. We're talking about PSA 10 here.
So if you're a collector, it doesn't matter.
It does
the price
matter.
Doesn't matter if you're a collector.
It does matter because collectors still care about like not getting screwed over. They're like, I really like that Lugia, and it costs $1,400. is that a good idea? And they go for it, and then it drops down to 900.
Why would it matter?
And then they're like, I could have gotten it for less. You're going to not have any buyer's
Could have gotten
regrets.
it for less.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You could, there's no buyer's regrets. It's not going to go down. Here's the thing. It's not going to go down. And if you just want to have something that looks cool, is a iconic character, and is not going to go down, I think the Terrestrial Festival Japanese Vaporeon SIR is a great purchase, and it's $100. It's a great entry point into just collecting cards and just like having them to have them instead of worrying and tracking your prices all the time as an investor. If we want to talk about investment, I've got other cards for that, but I'm sure Kareem here has.
Well, I
has
think
some
the
other
Terrestrial Festival is a great.
It's
I love
great-
Terrestrial Festival.
It's great.
It's like
It
prismatic.
can only go up. It can only go up.
And even the
What do you mean it's like
Umbreon.
prismatic? It is prismatic.
Even it's not. It is not prismatic. It is
prismatic.
Terrestrial Festival.
prismatic.
There
It's
is a
prismatic.
difference.
No, it's Japanese. That's the only
There,
difference. It's a different
even
language.
the Umbreon. Look, I'm trying to agree with you here. All right, let me agree with you for once.
I
You're
don't
not
like
even
it when
letting
you
me agree with you.
I don't like it when you agree with me.
I
'Cause
think
I'm right.
Terrestrial is a great collector's item, especially because I love those cards from
they're
Prismatic.
beautiful.
And I can't afford that Umbreon in a PSA 10. So I think the PSA 10 is going for between $400 and $500 for Terrestrial.
That's a great deal.
The Umbreon.
Great deal. Learn how to speak Japanese. You'll save a lot of
So
money.
that would be a great purchase. I agree with Greg. I don't think the Vaporeon is great because it's like a mid card. I think Leafeon though.
Leafeon's great. I
Leafeon
pulled
would be
the
a sick
Leafeon.
purchase.
I regret selling that because, oh my God, but it was a PSA 9. So, I mean, what are you going to do? And I was early to the hobby. I think the point here is that you can save money by buying Japanese, and then that money that you save, you can spend on Japanese lessons, and then you can learn Japanese. And then you're happy because I know Japanese.
Yeah.
And so it makes
He
it.
sort of knows Japanese.
sort of-
I've seen him going through his
best.
classes, and
My vocabulary needs some work. My
he
grammar's
doesn't
good.
study outside of class.
Yes.
That's his problem. He
Yes.
just
Because
only
I'm
comes to the
focused on
class.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, he's got his priorities straight. All right.
He's just putting me on blast.
Next
today. I
investment
swear.
opportunity. I think we've got 25th anniversary, or we got 30th anniversary coming up, and I think cards are still trailing. I don't think they've really pumped, at least from the cards that I've been holding on to, which are all of those 25th anniversary Pikachus, like the flying Pikachu, the surfing Pikachu, the throwback to, what was that Pikachu? It's not base. It might be the base Pikachu, like the Red Cheeks Pikachu. Been holding on to that one. And those guys, sure, it takes a lot of them. You would need to buy a lot of them to make any money that's worth
money.
gawking at.
Gawking at. We need to gawk at our
I
money.
try to gawk at big sums of money.
Gawk.
And you would need a lot of them. And that kind of sucks. I have a lot of them because I'm brilliant and I purchased a lot over time. And people
The cope is so real.
People
dude.
would come at me with binders of these things, and I would just start picking them out.
They're just trying to offload them
I
onto
would
this
just start
guy.
picking them out.
And he's just like,
yeah, that's fine.
I've
They
got
were
a problem.
$250 and now they're $4. So please continue
the issue
offloading
is like
them.
selling them off. Like
Sure.
people when they come to your table, they're looking for big things. They're looking for small things
That's
too.
totally invalid. They are primarily looking for small things. The shows that I go to, my binders get picked out.
I guess you're doing bigger shows which attract children, and I go to shows which attract adults with money. And
yeah, he's definitely gone to a show.
I've definitely gone to a show.
He's vended at a show. This guy knows.
We'll see. I'm going to vend at my first show on February 14th.
There you go. And he's going to be constantly asking me questions.
I'm not going to ask him nothing.
How do I do this? How do I do? Oh, can you help me?
He's
price
not allowed
this?
to come anymore.
Can you help me price
I'm
this?
uninvited.
What would you
He's
put
no
this
longer my plus
condition
one.
at?
He's not on the guest list.
What is this
I'm blacklisting him
condition?
from the event.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
All right. We'll see.
We'll see how that
Anyway,
goes.
I'm taking the reins now. this is outside of Pokemon, but I just bought some Riftbound Origins. The next set comes out in a month. Right now, Riftbound, it's stable at 280. I mean, like, it has not gone down at all. It is sealed. If you're gonna buy sealed, buy some Riftbound, man. Just get in on that right now.
Do you think Riftbound has that One Piece potential?
I think it has even more potential than that, because we have League of Legends Worlds coming up later this year. And I think it happens every single year, but like just getting into the game again after so long, the game is so well run, and the TCG has so much potential because Riot has done such an excellent job with making a free to play game so profitable via just skins. And it just has this potential because it has such a strong fan base already. One Piece has a strong fan base, yes, but the fan base is not adding in new players constantly. Like, it's hard to get into One Piece. League of Legends, it just is constantly growing. So I think it just has so much potential.
Is League of Legends constantly growing?
I think so.
Or does it just have its player base and its addicted player base, and their addicted player base just stick around because they're addicted and they can't go anywhere else?
All I heard when you were saying that was just cash registers going off in my head. So yeah, buy some Riftbound, man. Buy a Riftbound box. Just keep it around, and I guarantee that's going to go up. Like, keep it around for a year or two, and that thing's going to be worth like 3 times the price it is now.
Yeah, I do think Riftbound has One Piece potential because it does have a solid base. But then you're like, why does Magic the Gathering not? And
because Magic the Gathering is for people that actually want to play the game, and so they print a lot, and a lot of the cards, like, there's some really high value cards, especially the vintage stuff, and there's some like modern stuff that's really valuable. I mean, Magic the Gathering has some extremely valuable cards for collecting. But to get into the hobby, like, I think you can buy stuff at MSRP. I don't think it's as bad as like what we have here. Like, I was at a Pokemon card. We were at that Pokemon card shop the other night. It was Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, One Piece. And they were like, yeah, we don't sell Magic the Gathering because like we don't make much of a profit on it. The reason they don't make much of a profit on it is they're probably not scalping like Magic the Gathering like they are in Pokemon. Like, it doesn't seem like as much of a problem. Like, I was able to just get some Magic the Gathering boxes.
Well, those are decks.
I know those
you can
are
even
decks,
get them with Pokemon.
But like, you can still buy this stuff at MSRP on release.
So you said people don't want to, people just, Magic the Gathering won't pop off because people just want to play the game. You know what people were saying about One Piece? They were saying that exact same thing.
Who plays One Piece?
Everyone played One Piece before it got popular. Why do you think people collected the cards? People wanted to play the game, and it still popped off.
Well, also,
so wanting to play the game is not going to make a difference.
The difference between One Piece also is that the supply is so limited. They print, they set the printing guidelines, or like the amount that they're going to print 8 months ahead of time, and so like they don't reprint ever.
That was a Pokemon thing until Pokemon just went crazy, and then they changed their tune.
Well, yeah. So people speculate with One Piece because they think that there's gonna be like reprints and all. No. It's just, you get what you get. So,
we'll see.
That's a big thing. And this kind of brings me to my last point, my last investment advice.
Wait, I'm not done talking about One Piece. No.
Okay, I think we've said all we can say about it.
There is one more thing we can say. Magic the Gathering, the difference between One Piece and Magic the Gathering, in my mind, is Magic the Gathering was always just a card game. That's all Magic the Gathering has ever had. I don't think it's had a television show. Mm-hmm. It may have had a game, but even the game is just the card game. Versus One Piece and Pokemon and League of Legends, all, at least One Piece and League of Legends and Pokemon, those had shows.
Right.
League of Legends has a massive game behind it. Yeah. So that could be the difference maker. Like,
I agree with that.
Which of these is more than just a card game?
It's scalable because people that are into Magic the Gathering actually play the game, whereas people who like Pokemon either grew up playing the video games. It's a whole brand. League of Legends is a video game. Even League of Legends has spin-off games. You know, they all have potential because it's like a big international brand that it's entertainment. And so you take the entertainment factor, like some people collect Godzilla figurines, right? And Godzilla figurines are I have one. That's why he's looking off to the side. But Godzilla figurines are expensive, and they do all these really crazy like Godzilla releases like every single year. And like there's not a lot of Godzilla films. It's just a character, right? It's like Mickey Mouse, for example. People collect Mickey Mouse memorabilia. It's the same thing. It's like you take this entertainment factor. It has no intrinsic value beyond the fact that it's a limited release item, and that's what pumps the value. And so I think that you see that with One Piece because everything's so limited. Pokemon, people think it's going to be limited, so it gets overhyped and scalped. And then like Magic the Gathering is just like it has intrinsic value because it's playable and people like playing the game. So there's less of that like hype.
All right. Now, do you think it wasn't worth adding, Greg? You think?
No, because I already knew that.
All right. Yeah, maybe the people don't know that. All right.
Yeah. Well,
you didn't think of it. Clearly, you didn't think of it.
That was my original point the entire time. That was my original point the entire time.
Right. All right. Talk about your last investment.
The last investment
/ collect.
Let's see.
Collect.
What was the last investment that I had?
Play the Jeopardy song.
Oh, geez. He got me all riled up, and now I forgot my investment advice. Oh no, you do one, and I'll think about it.
Yeah, definitely wasn't giving the reins to you because I couldn't think of my third investment. Shuckles,
crazy.
all right,
Shuckles.
buy Shuckles,
Oh my God.
everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pump the price. Just give me a few. I need 1,000 cards. Just
1,000 cards.
I need 1,000,
He needs 1,000.
and then okay. So I have the other thing that I've been collecting a lot of have been the Korean Dittos, that Korean Ditto promo that was only available in Korea, only available if you had a, if you lived there, if you were a resident of Korea. And that card is a cute card. Right now, it's sitting at about 180. At its height point, it hit 450. I sold one for 450, and I think that card, the pop count on it is a little up there, but I think
the pop count's high.
Once
it's too much.
Yeah, tell me about how high the Charizard 151 pop count is and why that card is still like I don't know,
you look at the near mint, and then you look at the PSA 10, and the PSA 10 is like not a high pop count compared to its PSA 9 counterparts. The print quality was trash, and so like
he's just talking out his bum right now.
It's 6 times the price as a PSA 9. That's crazy. You're paying a premium just for like perfection. And it's not even perfection, by the way. Like I've seen some PSA 10s come back. It's just like, this is not a PSA 10.
Anyways, pop count, it doesn't totally represent the price. Like the Moonbryon has a crazy pop count, and it's priced the same as the Sunbryon, which is way less.
It's all relative because
I think Sunbryon is like under 3K, Moonbryon's over 15K.
Yeah, it's all relative because the Moonbryon has like a more interesting art. It represents a really cool era. I mean, one of the things I was going to talk about, but I've decided to go with a different route, is the Rayquaza VMAX from the same set.
Oh, gross.
Evolving set.
The card is gross.
Shut up.
It's so stupid.
It's so cool.
No,
I mean,
I see it too much.
Here's the problem.
I see it too much. That's why.
Here's the problem.
I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it.
Oh my god.
It's at like every table I go to.
He's not actually a fan of the Pokemon
and it's just
games,
sitting
and that's
there.
why.
It's just sitting at the tables.
Omega Ruby was such a fire game.
He's not a fan of the Pokemon games.
He's not a fan of the Pokemon games.
Okay.
He doesn't understand the value of Rayquaza. Oh my god, what a cool Pokemon!
It's not about. It's about the art.
I would have a Rayquaza as a pet. He would sit in my 700 square foot apartment, and he would take up.
I almost bought one of those Rayquazas that wrap around your neck and you can take it everywhere. All right, don't tell me I don't have a respect for Rayquaza. I don't have a respect for that card.
Anyway, we're almost done, so I need to start with my last thing. So my last thing here, my last investment. This comes from the gut. I'm shooting from the hip. waifus,
he went off of
Japanese
ChatGPT.
waifus, Japanese waifus. I've been saying this forever though, is like the Japanese waifu market is so stable. You see One Piece popping off for a very good reason. And they cater to the fans like that. And Japanese waifus are absolutely the same way. That's another reason why you rip Japanese is you're not just chasing the Pokemon, you're chasing that waifu for some reason that costs $400 in Japanese, but $20 in English.
That is interesting.
It is very interesting
On the Pokemon
it is very
market,
interesting
for sure.
So you have a completely different side of the market. And if you want a reason to invest into Japanese, that's the reason to invest in Japanese. So think about that. Track the waifu market because it's super interesting how you can just go ahead and rip that $20 card in English and sell it for $400 in Japanese. So I'm going to rip a bunch of those, bring them to Japan with me, and just offload them because I think that's what they want. They want us to bring them back and hand them back to. Yeah,
he's got this weird waifu Japanese theory.
It's a good theory. We're not getting into the theory right now, but
I don't understand it. I don't agree with it.
I know you don't.
Very firm,
but I'm very firm
on it.
And I guarantee, as One Piece becomes more popular, as Japanese cars become more popular, because they will become more popular, I believe strongly that those cards, those Japanese waifus, will also go up in price.
Well, I think we end it there. Mm-hmm. If you enjoyed,
I did not enjoy.
Please be sure to subscribe. Yeah, that I got a little riled up. I will say.
He riled me up immediately.
He riled me up. It is the morning time, so this helps us wake up in the morning, and we hope that it helps you wake up in the morning as you're sitting on the toilet or taking a shower, or
if you're watching this while you're showering, focus.
If you're watching this while you're taking a dump, make sure to like and subscribe.
Make sure to wipe.
And do make sure to wipe. We are Below Average Collectors, and we will catch you soon.
Catch you soon.
Peace.
Thank you.
Louis, come here. I love you.
Yeah.